What's happening, guys? What the heck? Was the camera off? Usually I could fit the mic like right in between. There we go. That's right. I make it sexual. See that? Right in between. Wait a minute. I think, let's see. Move it over. Up. Okay, we're good. Oop. All right. Put it right there. Right there. Right in between. What is happening, guys? Welcome to Film Junkie Live. I'm Dave the Film Junkie. Welcome to the first Monday. Well, we're done with Monday on January 11th. How's everybody doing? Like I said, we're done with Monday, so that's always good. Always good for the Monday show. Yes, it is Monday, but we're done with Monday. Thank God, right, guys? Even though my Monday was, I had to do some orientation sign-up stuff with the new job that I'm joining, and that was kind of a pain in the ass, but, it's the kind of stuff that happens. What is happening? Hey, how you doing, Jason? She got Shadow. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Yeah, I was late, James. It happens. What's going on, Will? How you doing, bud? What is happening? Brad. We got Mr. Scully right there. Yeah, Evan, how you doing, buddy? What's going on, Neil? How's it going, buddy? How you doing? Yo, what's up? It's sexy time. That's right. Get that sexy time going on. I know I still need to add some more stuff to the member stuff, the emojis and everything like that. So, what's going on, Wolf? How you doing? You're doing good. Good. What's up, Scotty? How you doing? Angel, what's up? We got Mattia. Hi, darling. Yeah. We got movie Watchmen. Sexy time. We got what? Oh yeah. What's up, chat? Yeah, say what's up to the chat. Thank you, Sam. It's my I made it through just Teespring because I was gonna sell the shirt because I didn't, it's not. This is a DC logo, so I was like, I'm not gonna be selling the shirt. But yeah, I decided I'm like, you know what? I want the Ezra Miller, freaking Flash logo on a red T-shirt. So bam, there it is. What's going on? Emperor, how you doing? Marvin, yay. Well, how's it hanging there? Eddie, what's up? To the left? Yeah, I think it's to the right. It's to the right today, I think, Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. What is up? Robin, we got, Baldy. It's not too baldy. It's going to be starting to grow back in. It's been a week, almost a week and a half. It does feel nice though. Like I said, it's still it's very awesome that I could just get up, just take a shower. That's it. I just love that. I love that aspect of it. I'm probably, maybe when it comes summertime, I'll do it again. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But obviously when you look at all the stuff right there, my hair is part of the brand. The glasses and the hair, part of the brand, part of all that. So it's like, got to have a little bit of hair there, some spiky hair, which, but it's cool though, because, I have to get a haircut for a while. That's all. That's what's great. You don't want no beef. You don't want no beef. What's going on, Joe? Joey, what's up? And we got Grace in here too. At work like every damn Monday night, huh? You poor guy. Yeah. Like I said today, I told you guys yesterday during the Sunday Morning Hangover stream that I'm starting a new job this week, but it's within the same corporation or company. I guess we couldn't say it's a corporation, even though it kind of is. It's like a company that runs all these little other companies. So I'm moving over to a sister company, and it was just kind of it was supposed to be an easy transition, but it's been a pain in the ass. Like I was on the phone like probably like an hour and a half today with the HR of the new company to try to get these documents signed, and shit wasn't working, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. And I don't know, there's a chance I might not be starting official work till Wednesday or Thursday. It's just it's crazy. Hey, Mr. Will Morris becomes a new member. If you want to become a new member too, obviously you could just go right down there. First off, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind, and then of course you got the join button right there. Powell, what is up, bud? What is up? All right. But anyway, so yeah, I was doing that today, and I had to sign this document that I needed to have somebody present because of the logistics of the whole thing. So I had to go to my mom's. It was a thing, but hey, got to have lunch with my mom at least, right? So Mama Film Junkie. How you doing, Rosemary? What is up? We got Nick. We got or Andre, I should say. And we got Rosemary right here. How's it going, love? How are you? Hey. But yeah, so it was just like that kind of stuff. But there's a chance I might be off tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, I don't know exactly when I'm gonna officially start, but hopefully I can start getting going and be good with everything. So but anyways, I got the Monday wine, guys. Cheers. But like I said, looking forward to this new job because I make my own hours. It's basically me just kind of doing my own thing within the business field that I've been in. And hopefully it could lead to like really cool things. And it leads to me doing more of this, concentrating on this. That's what we're trying to do here. That's what I'm hoping for, to have more time to do all this. And I know I remember I also talked about I was going to do like some kind of like an editorial type video that I was trying to write. It was about a certain thing. It had to do with Wonder Woman. I won't go in the whole details of it. I want to get you give you guys the whole thing of it, but it was just something. The polarizing, the how it's divisive. Certain thing about Wonder Woman, but I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to turn that into a different kind of video because I want to do videos that are more like, hey, let me actually spend some time, write out some videos. I mean, obviously, you guys know I turn on the microphone and I talk shit. That's usually what I do. It's what I do best. It's my thing. Okay, it's my shtick, which I like. I like doing that, but I was like, you know what? I do want to focus because I used to do videos like that before where it's like, yeah, you write it out. You kind of just talk about a certain thing and get all the stuff out there. And I was like trying to do this one about Wonder Woman. And then I was like, no, I'm going to parlay that into something over here instead. So I kind of was, I had massive writer's block. I was just like, this weekend, I mean, I think it was, I blame football. I blame football and beer and pizza. That's what I blame. I don't know. I think that's maybe why I had so much writer's block. But like, I was trying on Saturday to like sit down and just like, relax. Hey, we got Venom. Yeah. Well, thank you, Venom Vlog, Mr. Seek, my buddy right there. We'll be talking about a little something too right there too that we talked about earlier. And Mr. Everts is here too. What's up, buddy? Dude, where you been? Where were you? We need that balance. We need that real emotion balance in the vodka stream, man. I can only tame Garza so much. Nah, just kidding. I know. I understand if you're a little busy and stuff. But anyways, stop it with the pineapple pizza. Get out of here. You want me to throw up? Gross. I mean, now, just...
She touched my peppy, Steve.
It's not the one I was supposed to hit. But that's a funny drop. It is. I was supposed to hit this one.
Get the fuck out!
No. It's gross. Stop it. Really. Oh yeah, another fan stream's coming. I think we're gonna do Mr. Powell. I think we're gonna do a fan stream this Saturday. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think we'll do a fan stream this Saturday. That'll be some fun. We'll do that. We'll do the have a beer with me kind of thing, But what was I talking about? I don't even remember. Before I just got distracted right now. Stop doing the whole pineapple on pizza thing. Just stop. Just stop. All right, jeez. What's going on, Mr. Stinker Butts? I love your name. Absolutely love your name. The bat flag. Oh yeah. So yesterday, okay, so I had writer's block, and then I was like, okay, and then I finally started. Oh, okay, it's coming out. Yes. Hey, look at this. My fingers are moving. Look at that, guys. It's like I'm playing the piano here. And I was starting to then I went like this. I was like, you know what? This is veering off into something else. So I need to go that direction when it comes to Wonder Woman, which it has to do with Wonder Woman 3. And then this whole idea that I kind of had that I was approaching with this video, this could be a whole separate video because it actually has to do with like the entire outlook of superhero movies in general. So I was like, okay, so let me just do that instead. Let me split this and we'll do something like that. So hopefully I can get up to speed with all that. But then I was like, okay, yesterday was like there was a campaign of Make the Batfleck movie. And I was going, okay, I want to talk about that, but how do I want to talk about it? And then that also, started getting 2 videos going because I want to do a whole video. And I think I even said it on the video last night. I want to do a video about doing my fan cast for like Batfleck's world, like his universe. Like, who would play Riddler? Who would play Two-Face? Who would play Penguin? Just everybody like that. I mean, obviously we have a few spots already taken up, and you already know who's gonna be my Selena Kyle. We've already established that. I think we've already well established that. But so I was like, started making a list of characters who I'd cast for Batfleck. And then it just went right into, all of a sudden I was thinking about, what do we know about Batfleck's movie? Hopefully you guys caught that video. It's on the channel. And I just talked about what we know. And then I started thinking about, the Carrie Kelly comment from Snyder. And I was like, yeah, there has to be some kind of correlation right there and everything. So make sure you caught that video on the channel. No, not Ana de Armas. It's Carlo Gugino. Come on, Eric. You know who it is. Carlo Gugino is
good, but it can be better.
Sorry, I meant Ana de Armas is
good, but it can be better.
That's what I meant. Oops. Man, fail again. All right. Anyways, guys, appreciate you clicking in as per usual. If you want to, like I said, you could join the Film Junkie membership, or if you want to help out the pirate ship a little bit, you got the Patreon page with the 3 tiers. You got the $1 one. Yeah, just $1. Just every little bit helps. Want to help with $1? You got an extra $1. Just stick it in my G string, and then of course the $3 and the $6. Of course, you get the video submissions, and then of course when it comes to the fan live stream, you get the opportunity. Hey, come on the channel, and we'll talk. We'll talk for a bit. Those are a lot of fun, actually. Last one was big time fun. Talking to you guys live and everything. So if you want to do that, that is provided down below. And then of course you got the merchandise. What you got right there? We got the Exclusivo. We got the Film Junkie slate. We got the Integrity shirt. We got the Metalhead. We got God Ham, Puddin', the Vodka Stream, the Signal, the May the Source be with you, and then of course the Keaton shirt. And like I said, there is a new shirt that is going to be here soon. I ordered it. I designed it that was one of the things I did on Saturday besides writing that video. When I had writer's block, all of a sudden I had a creativity was coming out of me of like, I just, this shirt that's been stuck in the back of my head. All of a sudden it was just like, I want to do it. And yeah, so I got the new shirt designed and ordered it, and it's on the way. So I want to make sure it looks good before I put it in the closet. All right, let's go to the tweets. Let's go to the fucking tweets here. Make sure I got that. We got some good stuff, like a really awesome little video just showed up like right. I love it when things like show up right before the show starts. It's pretty cool stuff. So hopefully I'm not getting too laggy here. We're good. Okay. All right. So here we go. Share the page. Okay, we're good. All right. So this is the video right here. Speaking of Jared Leto, and we'll talk about his movie in a little bit here. Man, come on, computer. You can handle it. But this is what the man just said right here. I guess he was doing a live. And this is what he said right here.
Restore the Snyderverse. That's a great hashtag. Big love to Zack Snyder. He's a legend and a madman. And I really like that guy.
I love that. I really like that guy. I'm not going to say that Leto is not higher than a giraffe's dick right here, but I think, there's a possibility. And who cares? I don't care if he is. If he is, fine. I mean, those eyes speak volumes, but maybe he could have had a special cookie or something, but who knows? I mean, the eyes are looking a little glossy, slightly pink. So I'm just saying, maybe he had a little bit of, a little rip before this. I don't know. Yeah, that big Joker energy. But I just thought it was great because he's just like, he mentioned the Restore the Snyderverse, and he restored the Snyderverse hashtag. And then, of course, he said that Zack Snyder's is a madman. And then said, I like that guy. Yeah, I mean, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. I even did that video. I mean, even if it's not Joker related, even if it's not Joker related, you know, I would love to see Leto and Snyder work in the future. And you never know. They could have been talking about stuff like that. So that was a pretty cool video right there. Oh, man. So that was pretty funny. This is pretty cool right here from Quentin Tarantino News. Behind the scenes of them shooting the iconic Pulp Fiction poster with Miss Uma Thurman. Looking hot. The different little takes right here. So they posted that. I thought that was cool. Beautiful, of course, amazing Spider-Man shot. It's amped up a little bit, of course, but look at how smooth that is, man. Jesus. Yeah, it's amazing. That's Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? Yeah. We need some good web slinging action. Hopefully with the Spider-Man 3, we'll get some really good web slinging action. Of course, we got Fran doing his awesome gifts right here. Combining behind the scenes to that as if like Snyder just shot Superman right there. We'll be talking about that. Here's the thing. I guess Aaron Sorkin is he's going to be directing a Ricky and Lucy Being the Ricardos movie, and Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem are in talks to play Lucille Ball and Desi Ricardo. So that's interesting. I'm like, wow. Nicole Kidman. Man, that's going to be a side of Nicole Kidman we haven't seen. She's going to have to, wow. I'm truly intrigued by it. Truly intrigued. It's interesting. Interesting casting. You know, Javier Bardem also interesting. But, you know, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. You know, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see that. Deborah Messing is right there. Deborah Messing? Ugh. Really, Jose? I don't know about Deborah Messing. Yeah, I think I'm intrigued, but it's like, yeah, I don't see Nicole Kidman, really. But then again, this could be like post the Lucy show. This could be post that. That's what I'm guessing. Like, it's going to be the later years. You know how Aaron Sorkin likes to do different shit? It's like, oh, wait, we want to do a movie about, you know, the Lucy show. And well, how about that? Well, how about after that, when they were going through all their shit and breaking up? That's what I think it is. I think it's going to take place after all that. So interesting. And yes. Okay. So I made the joke because I saw this right here, this video that was going around of a supposed leaked video or the leaked TV spot for Super Bowl, for the Super Bowl TV spot of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And that's why I was like, this is real. And then I put a smiley face because I'm like, there's no way. Because I don't know why everybody, like a lot of people get fooled by this, but my God, it's just like, come on. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why I'm intrigued by that Lucy movie, because it's like, what? But yeah, so this was leaked out, but it's bullshit. Bullshit, guys. Come on. And like I said, my buddy Venom Vlog, who was just in the chat earlier, I went to his IG page just in case, because you guys just subscribe to Venom Vlog. My buddy Seek, he's all on top of Venom stuff, all over it. See, we got Venom Vlog right there. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, because anything you want to know Venom, he's on top of it. And if he's not talking about it, then it's bullshit. So yeah, that's why I retweeted it with the Bugs Bunny. No, it's not real. Definitely not real. Don't get fooled, guys. Do not get fooled. Yeah, we'll be talking about this too. We'll be talking about the Hollywood's preparing for, a slew of blockbusters being delayed. And of course, I made the snarky comment of like, why? Something happened? Yeah, it's stupid. Well, look at this, guys. Netflix film. They're finally just saying like, yeah, look what's coming out this summer. Bam, we had a new image of Tig Notaro. She looks pretty badass right there. Not gonna lie. Cool, good for her. But turns out summertime that we're gonna get Army of the I'm gonna, I don't know, is it gonna be July? Is it gonna be August? It's gonna be, I don't know. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. And then we got Darren Aronofsky. It's hard to say his name sometimes. He's already said his new movie that's going to be coming out from A24, which that sounds great, but it's called The Whale, and it's very interesting because it talks about, let me see, let me hit that thing right there. I forgot what the He said for The Whale, and like the synopsis. Well, first off, Brendan Fraser is going to be a part of it. The film, let's see, last feature, original play it's about. Okay, so The Whale. The audience follows a 600-pound recluse hiding away from the world and slowly eating himself to death, who is giving one last chance of redemption. It is unknown if the film will follow the same plot. It's a very off-the-cuff plot, and if anybody can approach it, I guess Aronofsky could do it. I mean, Brendan Fraser, you can't go wrong with Brendan Fraser. Everybody loves Brendan Fraser, so it's going to be interesting, and maybe we'll have like a Brendan Fraser renaissance, even though we kind of got a little bit of that with some of the stuff that was happening like last year with Doom Patrol and everything. It's just Dave's dick. What? Easy there, killer. Yeah, Moby. No, it's not mine. Dave gonna be all PG on us? What? No, never be PG. Of course, we'll talk about that. Hey, look at the Muschiettis. The Muschiettis doing a little flash teasing. Watch out. So we got Barbara who posted this image right here, showing off some flash socks and reversed flash socks. So are they letting us know that Eobard Thawne is going to be in this damn movie or what? So that's going to be interesting. I know. Give us that reverse flash casting. I mean, obviously, if they're going to be jumping around, it's going to be Flashpoint S. You got to have, of course, reverse flash in there. So that's pretty interesting. I saw that, and that was cool. And then we got Mr. Film Language, Taka Han, doing some more awesome stuff with Funko Pops, showing some Man of Steel right here. Some Man of Steel moments. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I'm like, how is he doing that shit? I love the baby one right here. Baby one's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's cool. Scott Derrickson, sometimes he says some stupid shit, but today or yesterday he said some pretty good stuff. Nobody owns the way you watch movies. So yes, that is very true. So I commend him on that. Sometimes some of his political and other takes, I just like, God, Scott Derrickson, what are you thinking? But I like that take right there. And then here we go, guys. Another Ben Affleck project in the future. Yeah. Every time that there's news, I mean, great for Ben. I love the fact that he's just like got projects and projects. But anytime that he has a new project, I'm like, oh man, less chance for the Batfleck movie. Shit. Or the Batfleck, series, whatever it's going to be. But yeah, he's going to direct the adaptation of Keeper of Lost Cities for Disney. That's right. It's like walking away from Warner Brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Ben Affleck went to Disney. I mean, Jesus Christ. I know. When you see Ben Affleck and Disney, a lot of people were just yeah. I mean, yeah. And then thinking that, oh man, he's not going to have time to do. Is he going to have time to do that Batfleck shit? So who knows? But we'll see what happens, guys. Like I said, nothing's been confirmed yet. But anyways. Oh, then when you want to talk about that, yeah, that Parler app, they're suing Amazon for antitrust violation, breach of contract, and unlawful business interference. So plot thickens with that. All the shit that's going on when it comes to all the censorship that's happening out there, which, it's funny, but it's also scary at the same time. Going to be interesting to see what Parler does. A lot of people, I get it. It's like, hey, Twitter can do whatever they want. They're a private company. Yeah, that's absolutely true. They don't have to follow, certain things, but the question is like, okay, then fucking barbershops should be open. Don't follow if certain things can't follow the government things, fine. Open up some barbershops, open up some restaurants then. And then Mr. Brad Karan, I don't know if he's sometimes he shows up in the chat, but he wrote a cool, good little piece right here from Screen Rant. Michael Keaton's Batman will appear in The Flash, but it should be followed up by Tim Burton-helmed Batman Beyond to wrap up his arc. So yes, there we go. We got Mr. Zeverfett in here. I'll talk about you guys in a bit, but yes, this is what I've been saying, guys. I'm like, Michael Keaton's not going to just do some one-off thing, and I've told you guys that he was holding out for that Batman Beyond movie or series and for it to be directed by Tim Burton. It's probably not going to happen, sadly, but I mean, the fact that we can have a Burton cyberpunk Gotham City, I mean, that kind of intrigues me, you know? As much as like Batman Returns took place in a fucking snow globe, I mean, and I make fun of that all the time. I'm just saying that a futuristic cyberpunk Gotham City directed by Tim Burton kind of intrigues me, but it probably won't happen. Probably won't happen. And then, yeah, we got Tig Notaro right here in entertainment, and then she talked about Zack Snyder. This could have been the drabbest green screen experience ever. Yeah, no, she didn't say ever. Yet it was far one of the fun experience I've had. Zack Snyder is a genius. The fact that he wrote, produced, and directed this and was a cinematographer and was the cameraman. Somebody that talented and busy could certainly be a jerk, but he took the time to hang out and talk to everybody and gave every single person the time of day. So I would love for people to know what a stellar human that guy is and the entire crew. It was a blast. So there you go. Hey, another person saying Zack Snyder is fantastic to work with. How about that? What are they saying about Joss Whedon again? Good stuff. All right. And then, of course, we got Swenson posting his video talking about Zack Snyder's The Key to DCU's Future, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. And then he took some of my information about Ben Affleck's Batman 2-part on HBO Max. So check that out. Yeah. And then, you know, we're going to talk about Kevin Feige and what he talked about today. I just found it funny when, you know, not that against, you know, obviously you owe me. I know. So I am friends with writers on Screen Rant, and, you know, most of the time I'm like, okay, cool. Screen Rant, they got multiple writers. They do have multiple writers. And it's just, when I saw this exclusive X-Men reboot plans are still in discussion at Warner Brothers, I was just like, what the hell? That's a exclusivo. And then I was just like, yeah, no shit.
Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
I mean, come on. We kind of knew that. It was just kind of funny. I saw that title. I'm like, yeah, we know that. We know that already. So I had to make the joke. And then, of course, guys, when what I do in the morning, I look at my Amazon and see what my Amazon recommends me. And with all the Deadpool stuff, yeah, there's actually some Deadpool that came around here. Of course, you know, I didn't know they made a clown Funko Pop. That's awesome. So naturally, I was like, yeah. And then they got these quantum mechanics Deadpool statues. I have one right here that these come out. These are awesome right here. These are, and so I posted them down below if you guys want to check them out. But I actually have one right here that I got, which is pretty damn cool. I saw it, but I don't know if you guys have seen these. But yeah, got the one where he's like popping out of a comic book right there, and I was like, yeah, I gotta have that. But I think, but the one with the stuffed unicorns, I mean, come on, adorable. And then, of course, the clown one, you know, I got to have that. You know me and my fucking Funkos. But anyways, guys, if you want to check those out too, I provided the links down below. So check them out. Get some Deadpool stuff, since Deadpool, you know, we know what's happening with Deadpool. And I think that's pretty much it. We got a Joker image right here from artist Dart Bastin. Cool. And then, yeah, apparently Alex Jones was telling people, don't storm the Capitol, okay? Don't storm it. So yeah, so 2021 has been weird, guys, because first off, the Browns are making a playoff run. What the fuck happened yesterday? What the hell happened to the Steelers yesterday? Holy shit. That was weird. And okay, and then Alex Jones was literally telling like these crazy ass motherfucking like mega guys to not storm the Capitol. Alex Jones is like frustrated with him. What is going on with this? So pretty much 2021 it's being written by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm just saying. What a twist. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, yeah, and you guys should watch this. Ryan Long, he made this sketch. He's fucking fantastic. I love this guy because his sketches always point out the hypocrisy on both sides. And this is one about radical right versus radical left protesters. It's fucking hilarious. It points out the big-time hypocrisy, which, of course, I see all over the timeline when it's like one or the other. And I'm so tired of the tribalism that happens. But I love the fact that he points it out in such a comedic form, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So please check that out. Of course, there was this GIF right here I've seen before. I really want to know what is Ben talking about right here? Because look at the gaze. Look at the fucking gaze. That sounded funny, I know. But look at look at how they're looking at him. Snyder and Irons. They're just totally like just listening to him, just gazing at this man. I just want to know what the hell they're talking about. I'm gonna ask Snyder if I get the chance. I'm like, hey, you remember on set of BVS, this GIF right here? What was Snyder talking about? Please. I want to know. I'm intrigued. The gays indeed. Yes. We're all gay for Ben Affleck. I get it. And then I was watching some Batman the Animated Series last night. Look at this shot right here. This shot is awesome. I mean, that shot is awesome right there. I saw that and I'm like, this is why this fucking cartoon is so goddamn good. That right there. It's just so perfect. Perfect. Oops. Yeah. Okay, I'm fucking up here. Come on. There we go. All right. I was watching that last night, so good stuff. Oh, yeah, and I've been watching, of course, History of Swear Words. I'm gonna do when I finish it, I'm gonna do like a quick little review of it. But what was I gonna say too? Oh yeah, congratulations to Ewan McGregor. He won Best Actor in Superhero Movie, so that's good. You know, I mean, as much as Birds of Prey has a lot of issues, well, what's good about it though was Ewan McGregor, 100%. So there's that. And then Scott sent me this Nicolas Cage feeling today. Right now, I think I'm kind of carefree right now. I'm Con Air. I'm Con Air Nicolas Cage. Con Air Nicolas Cage right now, I think. This is a pretty cool drawing right here of Cavill and Affleck from AJ27 Art. Cool stuff. Yeah, Nickelodeon, they got fuck on TV. She was like, yeah. Cordarrelle, he said, what the fuck? And you heard it clearly on TV. Check this out, guys. That was pretty funny. Hot Toys, I don't know. I guess they might be making some Deathstroke, some Nightmare Deathstroke right there. Look at that. How creepy does that look? But so detailed. My God. It's good stuff. And we got Ben Affleck in Dark Knight 3 Master Race. That's Ben Affleck right there. Cool. Hey, check this out. Hans Zimmer. Old school Hans Zimmer, baby. Right there. Old school Hans Zimmer. And we got some Carrie Kelly and Batfleck right there. Like I said, I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised. And then, of course, guys, I'm going to be on the 4 Nerds live stream this Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be on the 4 Nerds right there. They're inviting me on. I'm going to talk to these. Fucking nerds right here. Gotta talk to these nerds. So inviting me on. Should be a good time. All right, let's get to the topics finally. Man, that was a lot of tweeting right there. A lot of tweets I had to get to right there. So that should be enjoyable. All right, DC needs to stick with Zack Snyder. All right, so this is one of the things I wanted to talk about because I saw this article that came out from Total Film. I think it's Total Film, right? Or it's Games Radar, but it's an affiliate for Total Film or one of their sister sites. They posted this article right here, and I think even Mr. Swenson talked about it too. And they say, why DC needs to stick with Zack Snyder after Justice League. I mean, obviously, when you see articles like this from a pretty major, website, when you see stuff like this, you got to promote it because that's what we want. Restore. I mean, even fucking Jared Leto himself wants to restore the Snyderverse because you know what he wants to do. He wants to kill Robin. He wants to film that shit. So it talks about all of this. And of course, it talks about the New York Times cul-de-sac. I got a sack for you right here, New York Times. Suck my sack, bitch. Sorry. And of course, it talks about how Snyder was on the comic book debate with the Faruqi brothers and how he said there's no plans to make any more DC films. The cinematic universe, which helped create, desperately needs continuation, not closure at this juncture. That's especially pronounced now that HBO Max is itching for a killer app that can consistently draw the eyes of new current subscribers. Yes, we've been talking about this forever. It's like, how do you fill up the library with some of your biggest fucking products, your biggest names, your biggest trademarks? Have the Snyderverse on HBO Max, offering Snyder a sequel or an opportunity to carry forward his cast of characters, including Henry Cavill's Superman, is the best way to ensure a large section of those fans stay on board. Yes. Another thing, too. I mean, they're recognizing that, hey, guess what? Snyder has a pretty big fan base. Look what happened. Everybody was saying, like, oh, it's just a little small section. Yeah. Released the Snyder Cut, went mainstream and everything. So just kind of showing right there. And then continues, more pressingly, it provides some sorely needed connective tissue, the same that helped propel Marvel Studios into the stratosphere with a finely tuned tapestry of overlapping comic book movies. After all, DC's slate is currently a scattergun approach. The Batman has no ties to the Suicide Squad, which has no ties to Shazam. The upcoming Flash movie will complicate things further by reintroducing Michael Keaton as a Caper Crusader. Well, kind of. With potentially multiple Batman and Jokers under the same umbrella, it could cause confusion with the general audience. And I know there's people out there that have had this concern. Obviously, us fucking nerdy types, we don't really give a shit. You know, we'll watch whatever. Oh, this is not part of this universe? Fine. That's perfectly fine by me. I don't care. I'm going to still watch it. The introduction of multiverse, admittedly, is a neat move. Its primary purpose is to allow several individual stories take place without the need for them to logically fit together. But the multiverse is also a desperate approach that requires each of DC's movies to start from the bottom at a time when they could be soaring reboots and origin stories instead of sequels that are far-reaching and world-building suddenly become the norm. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that. I kind of disagree with that. I mean, I kind of like the individual story approach because we've had 12 years of just like fucking, you know, everything has to be connected and everything. I'm okay with that. But I mean, yeah, but I would like some world building within those stories. Marvel doesn't have a monopoly on cinematic universe, nor does DC, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then it says, it cannot be overstated how important that Snyder has already done the legwork in setting up his own universe. General audiences tired of reboots. Or tired? Maybe there's a typo there. Think the lukewarm response to Amazing Spider-Man just a few years after Tobey Maguire was in the role of Peter Parker, and there are only so many times you could see the last son of Krypton fall into a field in Kansas. There's a reason why Aquaman made over $1 billion and Batman vs Superman made close to $900 million, and it's because they were each the next chapter in characters and concepts brought to life by a divisive director. Divisive, whatever you want to say. By giving Snyder carte blanche, or as close to as Warner Brothers allows, the DCEU reclaims that semblance of a vision. Like him or loathe him, Snyder goes all in on what he perceives to be the best choice for his universe. Whether it's sowing the seeds for a long-term story arc through dream sequences, or presenting unique on-screen takes of iconic characters with Jason Momoa's Aquaman, these moments become ingrained and shared consciousness of comic book movie fans. Even Martha lives long in the memory because it was such a wild swing. And that's true. I mean, even though they're kind of taking a jab right here, it's mentioning that, hey, people talk about that Martha scene all the time. Whether you love it or hate it, it's always being talked about. Yeah. And that's what's great about it. And that's where it's like, yeah, Snyder had the balls to be like, hey, you know what? How am I going to end this fucking, Batman and Superman fight? Let's just mention that that same mom's name and the PTSD of Batman and why the hell that has to be. So there you go. Put it this way, I'd rather watch a 5 out of 10 Snyder movie than a safe, studio-approved, cookie-cutter 7 out of 10 superhero movie. Fucking A. Good job to this writer right here. I like that. I really like that. See? So, yeah. So there's much more stuff like that, but I won't go on and bore you guys. I know you guys are probably like just sitting there just going like, what the hell, Dave? What are you reading? Jesus.
This is boring.
So anyways, I just thought that article was cool to go over because you know what? I mean, that's what we kind of want. I mean, whether the man wants it or not, that's what his fans want. I mean, Snyder's a busy man. This is the year of Zack Snyder because a lot of things are happening. And he's got this whole other universe that he's creating over here. And then he's got this anime universe that he's also going to be creating too. He's a busy, busy guy. And you kind of wonder, it's like, okay, if things actually go very, very well for Zack Snyder's Justice League. I mean, regardless of what things are happening right now with the whole Armada shit and the fucking, the way that things are, everything's so up in the air. It's just crazy. And it sucks because at the end of last year, it almost seemed like, fucking Jason Kylar was just like, hey, this is the way it's going to be. We're going to do this. It's going to be the new standard. And he fucking mic dropped that shit. And a lot of people, just kind of looked at him and went,
You dick!
But he was thinking ahead. And we kept on saying last year, why can't you have the Snyderverse on HBO Max? Even if, I don't know how, I know some people would probably, with Snyder being so busy, it's like, well, what if they would want to continue his universe on HBO Max by doing little offshoots and spinoffs of like the characters, or continue Justice League 2? But what if he was like too busy to direct it and he was just like full on hands-on producer? Would you guys be okay with that? Like if he found a director that he was confident in, similar to how Christopher Nolan found him to do Man of Steel, would you guys be okay with, like, what if Justice League 2 was, it was still his arc that he always had, that he came up with Terrio and Goyer and all those guys? Would you be okay? Would you be okay if he handpicked a director himself to fucking help finish off, and he stayed on as a hands-on producer? Okay, so some of you, a lot of people are saying no. Fuck no. You'd wait. No. So it has to be Snyder or not. I'm just saying. That's the kind of question I was kind of like wondering about. Like, yeah. As long as it's not Patty Jenkins, right? Silly. But I mean, come on, man. I mean, if they all of a sudden, like, Zack Snyder's Justice League is just a huge hit, but he's got all these other projects, and he just flat out says,
Look, fuckstick, I'm incredibly busy, so why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
I can never see. No, there's no way that Snyder would ever be that cruel. He would totally, I think he would find time. I mean, look what happened with Patty. We're thinking that she's not going to be coming back for Wonder Woman 3 because she's got Star Wars, and apparently she's got some TV show. I don't know if it was the past TV show or was it like a new TV show that she was making. But would he find the time? Would he actually find the time of like, okay, I'll do it. But then you got to think about all the other characters too. You got to think about them and their schedules. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. The response for Zack Snyder's Justice, because we wouldn't get the sequel till probably like 2 years, 2.5, maybe 3 years down the road. That's another thing too. We would have to be like, there'd be a long wait. There'd be a long wait for the next one. But I'm just wondering. Yeah, and then there's that also, Neil. I've also said that too. Finish it off in animation form or graphic novel form. I mean, he's expressed that there was some interest in that too. So just very interesting. I just thought that it was a cool article. It's nice that we're not just, let's face it, the past 3 years when, you're trying to push for the Snyder Cut, trying to push, there were some times where it just looked dire. It looked very dire, and it was just like, is this thing going to happen? Even Snyder was like wondering, is this thing going to happen? He said it himself, but look where he's at right now. And even though he says there's no future plans, you just never know. You just never know. And I have no inside scoop or anything like that. It's not like I'm saying like, oh yeah, guess what, guys? I'm just saying, when it comes February 1st, oh, it's on like fucking Donkey Kong. It's going to be a fun, February and March are going to be some fun fucking months, guys. It's going to be fun. So much fun. Right now, a little quiet. If you notice, a little bit quiet, but that's why I was like, all right, we got to talk about articles like this. I'm going to bring this up on the show because this is actually like a pretty, fairly popular website that is saying, stick with Snyder, DC. You need to fucking stick with this guy. I don't care what he says. He's fucking doing the shit that you need to do.
Fucking hard fact.
100%, man. So cheers to that. Cheers to that article right there. I thought it was great. So calm down. Yeah, the calm before the storm. You don't even know, Andrew. I mean, it's going to, like, once February 1st hits, it's going to be on. Okay. Posters, promotion, trailer, TV spots, clips. It's just going to be it's going to go buck wild. in February and March are going to be fucking great. He's going to start showing up on streams again. He said he'd show up on mine again. We're going to talk to him again. And hopefully we can get other people that are involved with it on the stream as well. It's just going to be bam, bam, bam. It's going to be so fucking good. It's going to be a fun 2 months. Right now, it's a little, it's a little quiet, even though he's still like, hey, let me just drop this Wonder Woman image right here. Yes. Cheers. It's going to be a good time. It's definitely going to be a good time and everything. So, all right. So we got that. And now we're going to talk about Deadpool 3 will be rated R. Yay. Thank you, Feige. You better fucking hold on to your word. If you don't, that's going to be bad because that was big news today. That trended today. Out of all the things that Feige talked about, which we'll talk about all the things that Mr. Feige talked about, Deadpool 3 was the one that trended and everybody was talking about. Even, of course, Mr. Ryan Reynolds, here's his tweet right here. He even was like, and I love his tweet because it's like, what? Full disclosure, I showed them Spider-Man 1 and 2 and told them I was Deadpool 1 and 2. Okay. Ryan Reynolds and his crafty little humor right there. I like it. But yes, there we go, man. Exclusive Justice League clip. Ooh, yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? Ryan, I mean, you never know. You never know. I was like, okay, when it came to the Deck the Hall stream, I was like, okay, he's going to drop something. What is it going to be? And it just so happened it was just fucking a little clip of Junkie XL, So, yeah, that would be pretty sweet. Would be pretty sweet. But anyways, so we got it right here. Yeah, Deadpool will be, where's all the people that were like, Deadpool will never be rated R? But you know what's sad though? Somewhere, I mean, when Scott Derrickson was reading this news, I mean, yeah, he looked at his phone and just went, fuck. It's like, hey man, like you during like a panel, you said you're gonna be PG-13 like it. What the fuck? I mean, that's bullshit, man. Goddamn Kevin Feige. Fuck. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I feel kind of sorry for Derrickson when he was like, he wanted to push the boundary. He wanted to push the envelope, and Feige was like, it'll be PG-13 and you will like it. But Ryan Reynolds, yeah, you're not going to tell that to fucking Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry. You're just not going to do that. You're just not going to do that. I know. And I know a lot of people thought that would happen. I started having my doubts a little bit too. I'm not going to lie. I was like, but I always said they have to, if they're going to own this much of the film industry, which is like 39%, you have to have adult content. And guess what, guys? You know what this helps out? Blade. Yes. Okay. This actually gives me hope that we're not going to get a PG-13 Blade. We are going to get an R-rated Blade. Please, for the love of shit, man. So hopefully, that's the confidence I have. But I think we could thank Ryan Reynolds. I think Ryan Reynolds' star pull and him pushing for it really helped that out because, yeah, I just hope that they do the same thing for Blade. So let's talk about Kevin Feige talking about his upcoming content. So he was making the rounds because he's, of course, talking about WandaVision, which comes out this Friday, which I'm intrigued by, and I'll do a review on the first couple episodes that come out on Friday. But yeah, he talked about a lot of things. He talked about Black Panther 2. He said there's not going to be a recast for T'Challa, no CGI. Yeah, no CGI guy that's going to be there. I don't know what they're going to do, though. Are they just going to write him out? Are they just going to say, like, oh, yeah, he got killed? Or they find his, suit or something like that? Is there going to be, like, this crazy, like, funeral sequence in the beginning? I wonder if they're going to do something like that. Some, like big, huge Wakanda funeral sequence. That's my guess. They got to do something, right? Or are they just going to say, like, oh, he's off doing something? I don't know. Maybe they'll say that to the end. I don't know. But he says they're going to explore characters and different subcultures. Cool. This could be a very unique MCU movie. If you think about it, guys. How do you follow the Marvel formula with this kind of situation? So I'm kind of intrigued. I am intrigued. Like, how do you follow the Marvel formula when you're, you're not going to have your main character. So that's what's going to be interesting. And I'm like, okay, Feige, you need to change up the game. You did your shit. You did your Infinity Saga. Change the game. Sounds like with WandaVision, you're already kind of doing that. All right. Now bring us a unique movie. Let your director direct the movie. Who's directing it again? I meant to look it up. I forgot. But let him do his movie. I know you guys want to know. I'm drawing a blank. I know it's the guy who directed the first Creed movie. Come on, tell me. I need Coke. Tell me who it is. I meant to look it up, and I'm like totally drawing a blank. Ryan Coogler. There you go. Thank you. Ugh. Yeah, it's Ryan Coogler. Yeah, he's coming on. Let Ryan Coogler make his fucking movie, because we know for a fucking fact that Feige and Marvel and Disney came in and fucked up that final act bad, massively. The shitty VFX. Oh my God. I talked to a VFX supervisor about those VFX, and he was just like, yeah, they were probably working on it like 2 weeks before the movie came out. And it was just so horrible, horrendous, horrible CGI in that final act of Black Panther. Let your director make his fucking movie, okay? You have the opportunity to make something unique here. You do. So hopefully not. Yeah, fucking video game like PlayStation 1. It's horrible. So there's that. And then he talked about the Netflix characters, bringing back the Netflix characters. He said never say never. So that's comforting. Yes. You could bring back, I mean, I don't know if I don't know if anybody really cares about Iron Fist, but we want Charlie Cox to come back for sure. And hopefully, he does come back. But, and then he talked about Secret Wars, the Secret Wars series. He wanted to do a series because he wanted it to be something different than what they've done before. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Let's do that, Feige. Something different. That's what we want. He wants to showcase Sam Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn. So obviously they're going to be leading the charge. And then, of course, I mean, naturally, Secret Wars is not going to be anything like the comics, guys. Just like Civil War wasn't anything like the comics. I mean, when he said that, it's like...
Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
Yeah, we know that it's not, because, Secret Wars involved the characters that you don't have now. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that. I'm not too familiar with Secret Wars, but I'll probably read up on it. But Iron Fist and his Iron Fist. All right. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed your. Let's see. Yeah, Ryan Platts. Yeah, he wouldn't want it watered down. No, I mean the whole Christmas edition. I think it was kind of like, hey, let's see if we can do something unique by making it PG-13, and it worked for the most part, but it didn't fully work. Like, that's not the version. If I'm going to watch Deadpool 2, I'm going to watch the actual Deadpool 2. I'm not going to watch that Christmas version that's all censored. I think they toyed with it right there, and it just didn't work. That's my guess. So good for Reynolds for getting his shit. All right. And then he talked about, some people were asking him, like, when does Phase 4 end? And he was very like, all right, we still got stuff. Phase 4, can't tell you. So we don't know when Phase 4 ends. When people talked about the Spider-Man 3 rumors, he said some of them are real, some of them are fake. So casting rumors and what's happening, who knows what's real and fake? I mean, I just really doubt that Charlie Cox Daredevil's coming back. It's just, I don't know. To me, it's just like, I think that was a little too far-fetched. But I do think Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire for sure are coming back. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And then he talked about some of the shows will be one season, just one season, but some shows will build the universes. And he also mentioned too that before filming MCU movies, him and the crew watched Superman 78, which I know a lot of people are like, maybe you should stop doing that. But we all know that Feige loves Superman 78. I mean, he loves the first Superman. I mean, it's an iconic movie. It truly is. It was the first time a man really, truly flied, it seemed, So, I mean, I can understand that, but at the same time, it's like, maybe show the Man of Steel every now and then. Can you imagine that? Hey, instead of watching Superman, guys, we're going to watch the Man of Steel. Is that okay? People seem to like that movie. It's weird. I don't get it either, but people seem to like this Man of Steel movie. I don't know. Yeah, so that's interesting. And then he was very mum's the word when it came to his Star Wars project. So, man, I don't know. Some people were suspecting that he had something to do with the Mandalorian season 2, and I'm like, that interesting. They were saying like he secretly was like helping with that. I don't know. He could have been. Who knows? Anyways, all right. The last thing we're going to talk about is Morbius delayed to October 8th. Yep, there we go. So, I mean, yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. I mean, I'm sure if Leto didn't eat that cookie on that live stream, he would have been like,
God damn it!
but he was just kind of like, just relaxed. I like that guy. Yeah. No, but yeah, this is what's going to happen. I mean, there was an article earlier that said a lot of the other blockbusters are most likely going to be delayed too. It's like, I mean, it's just, again, I mean, that's where I was like, it took balls, like big, huge fucking balls for Jason Kylar to be like, we got to do it like this. We can't just keep delaying. We can't just, that hurts a movie. That hurts a movie. Like, you keep delaying all these fucking movies, people are just going to lose interest. I mean, I still want to see Morbius, but I will admit that I'm not as interested as I was last year or the year before, or whenever the fuck that first trailer came out. It's just, it's interesting. It hurt Wonder Woman like crazy. I mean, how many times did Wonder Woman get, like, what, 5 times? It hurt it. You can't just keep doing this. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and just recognize what's happening right now and get pissed off at these fucking politicians. Jesus. Start calling them out. And then now when it comes to streaming services, stuff like that, you saw that article. I think I talked about it yesterday on my Blockbuster, my box office video, when I said that they're just going to pay off these filmmakers and all the people involved in these films. Hey, we're just going to pay you off. We'll give you money. We'll give you extra money. And, that'll make up for the box office return that you might have gotten, which I found was weird. It was like they're getting paid regardless of how good their movie does. And I was like, oh, well, they come out on top because no matter how many people watch their movie, they're going to still get some extra fucking income. And then I'm kind of going like, come on, filmmakers, you're making this whole big stink about, the movie theater experience. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, as long as you pay me, I'm good. Fuck that. And I don't think I'm not saying all the filmmakers are like that. I'm not saying that at all, but it's just like, come on, guys. And again, I'm like, can't you guys help these movie theaters, do something? I don't know. I know Tarantino has his own movie theater over in fucking, in LA, but whatever. It's interesting. Anyways, guys. All right. So that's all the topics. Let's go to the tweet questions. Go to Jason Killer didn't. Yeah, no, he did it's crazy. And another thing that Kevin Feige said was that he's hoping that Black Widow is gonna be showing up in theaters, but it might have to go to HBO Max. So it's gonna be interesting to see the response and how people respond to that, because that bias is out there. That big huge bias is out there where it's like, it's going to be a different response 100% than what it was to Wonder Woman. So, all right, let's go to the questions. I'm probably not going to get to all these questions because we're already running an hour here. So I'll try to get to a lot of these Twitter questions. So if I don't get to yours, or if you have 2 questions, I'm only going to read 1. Okay, Eric. All right, Robert Kelly. I loved Wonder Woman 1984, and I'm fine with them getting Oscar nominees. Yes. Well, that's what, obviously we knew that Warner Brothers was going to do that. I was going to talk about that too. I kind of slipped my mind. Yes, Warner Brothers did that whole thing where they submitted Wonder Woman 1984 for Oscar consideration. It's not going to get any of the director, acting, writer, producer, even though that'd be awesome if it did get a producer nom, because guess who would get that? Zack and Deborah Snyder. God, that would piss so many people off, but it won't happen. It'll get probably, sound editing, and it'll get all the technical shit that these movies always get. But people have to stop making drama over the Birds of Prey. I know they didn't submit Birds of Prey. Well, okay, so I did want to talk about that because I saw some people making a stink of like, wow, they're just totally going to ignore Birds of Prey. What the fuck? What the hell? It was an R-rated, bad mouth movie of a bunch of people kicking ass, and like I said, graphic, and it came out in February. Okay, of course they're not going to submit that one. When people were making that stink, I was like, no, they're not going to submit Birds of Prey. And not to mention, it didn't really do well at the box office. Of course they're not going to do it. I swear, some people, the Birds of Prey stands, sometimes they get a little too like, I saw a lot of that on the timeline. Like, how could they just ignore Birds of Prey? And I'm just like, I get it. You love the movie, but come on, you got to like kind of take things in consideration. They weren't going to submit that to consideration for the Oscars. I'm just saying, no, it wasn't going to happen. No, sorry. I don't hate Birds of Prey either. It's enjoyable. I love Margot Robbie, but it's got issues. All right, if JJ does his Superman movie we heard of, should he keep Henry Cavill? Yeah, I hope he does. I really hope he does. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he did had an audition with him when he was doing a Superman flyby. So, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool of Mahershala as Blade. I almost said Bane. Ryan, am I too late? No, you're not. You just made it in time. Who would have thought we'd get Zack Snyder's Justice League before Army of the Dead? I know, it's crazy, huh? It is pretty crazy. Lane. All right. So many info today, Dave. Looks like Ben Affleck news today would only mean we are having Batfleck projects soon or never. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. It's not going to be soon. There's nothing that's happening with it yet, but we'll see what happens. Robert Kelly, like I said, one question. Sam, wait, so if Zach only shot 5 minutes, but Zack Snyder Justice League is 4 hours, there's about 20 minutes unaccounted for. I wonder if the 214 included John's iterations of the scenes that were shorter than Zach's original preferred Terrio takes, as he shot chunks of the movie. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That 214 version probably originally, he probably put back the takes that he wanted, but, takes like, Arthur Curry, I hear you talk to fish, other stuff, other stupid lines that they're feeding him. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's going to be cool to compare the movie to the theatrical. Bradley, what's up, Dave? Do you think one of the new Star Wars shows, the Acolyte, if I'm saying that right, will finally center on Darth Plagueis? Yeah, Plagueis. I'm so bad with all this pronunciations, you know me. Also, who do you think will debut Thrawn in Ahsoka? Because come on, he's going to be. Yeah, he's definitely going to be in it. I don't know. People were talking about Robert Downey Jr. I saw those the fan art of Robert Downey Jr. I think that's a little too much. I don't know. Like I said, I got to brush up on my Clone Wars and Rebels before all this other stuff happens. I got to really take a deep dive into all that first. I'm like probably halfway through Clone Wars, so I got to really just like dive into all that, brush up on my non-movie Star Wars. Plagueis. Thank you, Garza. Oh, shut up with your G's. Jeez, this guy always giving me shit. Yeah, whatever.
I will fuck you up!
Jeez.
That's what it sounded like. That's what I hear when you said G's, Garza. Jeez. I know. I got to brush up on my stuff. I got to brush up on Pierce Brosnan. That's not a bad choice. That's not a bad choice. Get somebody older in there. Jumble Beats. Do you think Will Rollins' Batman scene will... Good God. You guys are crazy. Yes, I saw that. The RT Snyder cut. Yeah, I don't, like I said, we all know who's running that fucking thing. The people that are running that, they've shown back up and they're petty as fuck. And apparently, yeah, after talking all kinds of shit about the Batman, apparently that guy got a role in there. Congratulations. I really don't give a shit. Probably going to be cut out. Anyways, Jordan, hi there, Dave. With DC doing their multiverse movies, I have a bit of a worry that they don't have a solid plan on how things are going to work, especially with Earth 1 DCEU. But maybe that will change with The Flash. Yeah, we just got to be patient there, Jordan. That's pretty much what's happening. Pretty much what's been happening with all that. All right. Superior. Is it true that the new Zack Snyder Justice League trailer is dropping this month? I think it's going to be dropping February. Unless Snyder just goes, fuck it, and just drops a nuclear bomb. But I'm just going, from what I gathered, you know, it's probably going to be February. What are the most underrated genre shows on TV? That's a difficult question, Britches. I have to think about that one. And we're pressed for time. Also, oh, what's this? Guys literally only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. And we want Keanu Reeves. Yes, we do. That'd be badass. Here we go, Garza. So if Ben Affleck signed a contract to come back in Flash, did he sign a contract again for his Batman film before or after he's done with it? Yeah, no. This is what I'm talking about. That's why I even said in my video last night, it's like, yeah, it just seemed like there's some misinformation out there. As much as we want him to have, but to me, it's just like, okay, HBO Max really needs to push their fucking product. An announced Batfleck series or movie. And what I heard that there was like a talk about a 2-parter movie that would boost some hype. But then again, I don't know. Maybe he's just waiting. He didn't sign the contract, as far as I could tell. He's holding out. He's definitely holding out. Let's see. Roanoke. What up, Dave? Hoping you kicked COVID-19 ass. Yes, I did. Quick question. Is Cavill still signed on for Black Adam? Is Black Adam the villain for Shazam? Well, Black Adam's going to be the anti-hero. He's going to be his own character. They got the JSA. But Cavill, I don't know what's going on with him. As far as I know, there hasn't been any word about him being part of it. Let's see. Batmax. Will we, in your opinion, get any Zack Snyder's Justice League Funko Pops? Well, technically we already have some because, like this Funko Pop right here of Batfleck, Bruce Wayne holding the Batarang. Technically, this is Zack Snyder's Justice League. This is exactly what he's supposed to look like. But we will get OG Steppenwolf, Funko Pop, hopefully. Darkseid, Funko Pop, hopefully. Maybe a Desaad. That'd be pretty sweet. And a black suit Superman. So that's what I've always been saying is like, technically, this Flash Funko, that's Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's not going to change. They didn't change the costume. So technically, we already have some. Yeah. What happened? You're as bad as me? Happens. Don't worry. All right. Michael, do you think one day we'll get a box set collection for Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, BVS, and Justice League? Ooh. Or if he can finish his 5 arc, do you think one day a box set? Oh yeah. Why not? I definitely think we'll get the 3. That's what I think. I think we'll get the trilogy. That'd be pretty sweet. And I know like some people, it was floating around yesterday that, that it was that the 4K Blu-ray was going to be also released. So hopefully. Any update on HBO Max sub status? I haven't seen anything yet. No numbers yet, sadly. We got Ryan here who's like ultimate donation guy today, and I love you for it. Always helping out the Pirate Show. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't think about the Nightmare versions. Wow, you're absolutely right. Because I have Nightmare Batman, but yeah, Nightmare Joker. That. Oh yeah, I totally. Thank you for reminding me about that, Ryan. I totally forgot about the Nightmare versions, and we might have Nightmare Deathstroke, Nightmare Cyborg, Nightmare Flash too. we might have Nightmare, of course, Nightmare Mara and whoever else is in there. I did not think about that. Totally just slipped my brain. So that'd be cool. Eric, hey Dave, when, if Ava, that low quality writer finally leaves the New Gods film project, who would you most see taking the reins, preferably linking it to restore the Snyderverse? Yeah, Kenneth Branagh, I like that, or Peter Jackson, and then you got your Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott would be pretty awesome in that, but I know he's a little too busy. And I like your choices. Kenneth Branagh, yeah, get him in there, or bring in Peter Jackson. Why not? All right, let's see. Andre, yeah, okay. Matt, in Zack Snyder Justice League, will White Stripes play over this scene? No. There's not going to be any White Stripes. I don't even think that was his choice, to be honest. I don't know. I thought I was hearing stuff that was like a studio choice to put White Stripes over this. Could be wrong. Mr. Darren, you might have already discussed this, but do you think movie studios are just hurting themselves if they keep delaying? Yes. That's why I think, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we were talking about right there, is how much it is hurting and everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it, Ryan. Yeah, we mentioned that. But yeah, I mean, I really don't understand. Like, I mean, I get it because, I mean, but then you kind of look at it and you're like, are they just worried about their pockets getting a little fucking, they're not going to be as full? Like, oh, shit. Damn it. I got like, 50 million less, but I still got 50 million. Like, what is it? Tom Holland, Batman Beyond, get out of here. No, but like, yeah, you just it just makes you wonder. It's like, first off, Kylar is like, he's an entrepreneur. He's thinking ahead, and he had balls for doing what he did, and everybody's hating him for it. But, a lot of us are respecting him for it because it's like, yeah, what the fuck else are we going to do? Kylar needs to come out full force, and it'd be awesome if he just goes like, hey, don't look at me. Look at your politicians. Look at the fucking lockdowns and everything that's happening. And the fact that, we need to get this vaccine out to people. And we also need, when people actually get the virus, hey, maybe let them know exactly the steps, what to do, medications to take, and not fill up the ERs and everything like that. Hey, maybe try doing that. That's just me, though. I'm the one screaming that because it's like, hey, stop yelling at me. I'm not the one that shut down the fucking movie theaters, guys. We got fucking Walter Hamada saying like, oh yeah, well, we're going to have the big movies, but then we're going to squeeze as much as we can and put it on HBO Max. Little offshoots of whatever. By the way, the Batman series, that Gotham series, they got a new showrunner. That's cool. Forgot what his name is. Should have brought that up. But I just remember seeing that article today that the Gotham PD show got a showrunner because the other showrunner took off. But that's good. So that's still happening. But it's just like, come on, man. Kyler Dome. Yeah, I like that, Sam. That's what they should call. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, are they going to have some kind of virtual event where they announce everything? I was thinking that was going to happen this month. We're going to get some kind of announcement of like, hey, this is all the shit that's coming out this year. But I think they just been so busy, like, because I know there was like a whole thing when it came to Godzilla versus Kong, and they were like dealing with New Line and all that stuff, and they were trying to like negotiate everything with that. I remember there was an article that came over the weekend that talked about negotiations for that. We're going to be rounding up, and it's just like it's just all weird, man. It's going to be a weird fucking year. It's just going to be a weird year, guys. We got to just roll with the punches. And but I just think like, hey, he was totally thinking outside the box. He was thinking outside the box, and he was just thinking like an entrepreneur should think. He was looking at the times, and he was trying to find the best solution. But these people were making it seem like he was just like taking it completely out of theaters, man. I don't know. It's just crazy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. And it looks like Jose, he wants a little Junkie XL at the end of the show. Good thing I didn't take this out of the drops. I didn't take it out of the drops, but I guess we'll get some Junkie XL. We'll wrap it up with that. But first off, let me do my send off. Thank you guys for watching, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, hit that like, thumbs up, hit the join button if you want to join the Film Junkie membership. Do that. And then, of course, follow me on the Sock Meds down below. You got Twitter and Instagram, which I'm mainly active on. Do have a Facebook page if you want to go ahead and like that too. Patreon, if you want to help out the Film Junkie Patreon and help out the pirate ship, that always helps out. And then, of course, merchandise also down below. So let's go out with a bang, guys. A little bit of Junkie XL for Zack Snyder's Justice League. I know, just bring the camera.
Yeah, take us with you.
Perfectly fine. I mean,
Take us with you.
if you want to do that, I mean, we'll just sit here quietly if you want. No. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a little XL right there.
Wow.
Did you hear that, guys? Exclusivo. Oh, it's so good. I cannot wait to hear all that, man. And you know they're going to be dropping some of that shit. With the marketing campaign, we're going to be hearing some Junkie XL. Be ready, guys. It's going to be great. All right. Talk to you later.